Northwestern District Attorney Dave Sullivan was sworn in today for his second term in office. In his speech, he outlined his goals as DA with an unremitting emphasis on rehabilitation and treatment for those convicted of crimes and those suffering from drug addiction.
The fight against crime is really a fight for social and economic justice. How do we make our community better? How do we make it stronger? There's many ways that we do that. And it starts with the public, with citizens, good citizens, that come forward and are part of great projects that happen. It's really reaching out to people in your community. If they are suffering from mental health challenges or substance abuse, give them a hand. Think about hiring them if you're an employer. Really work with them to know that recovery needs community support. We have a Citizens Advisory Board where people from around the community have come together to give advice and to help us with our projects. So there's a number of ways to get involved. Restorative justice is led by Lucinda Brown here. It's a great way for a community member to be involved in the justice system to help offenders and to really address harm in our communities. So we really look forward to the more projects that the courts and the community have together, the stronger and the safer we're going to be as a citizenry.
Dave Sullivan also offered some suggestions about how employers, the community in general, and citizens at large can help aid the rehabilitation process.
The number one thing is trust, that person needs to be in recovery, needs to have a clean track record for a period of time, but to really put some faith into those folks that have really worked hard to come around. They're great people that just have turned the wrong way, and give them a fresh start. Let's look at how we can work. One of the things that if somebody has been incarcerated, the Franklin County House of Correction, works with people on job skills. They work on really doing the hard work of getting their life together. So we as a community can embrace them. It might be renting a room. It might be employment, or it might just be saying, we care about you and we want you to do well. It's giving that person that sense of hope, and that sense of hope is what we all need, whether it's the district attorney or the little kid in the classroom. With that message of hope, we can change lives.
The assistant district attorneys were also sworn in. Each of them has a specific focus. So GCTV spoke with ADA Caitlin Rock, who is working with the Safe School Summit project.
We are hoping to get more into schools and to expand on our Safe School Summit and the Safe Schools Initiative, and get connectedness and work with our anti-crime task force, as well as with the opioid task force.
Governor Patrick recently approved funding to help the treatment and rehabilitation process. Dave Sullivan explains more.
In 47 communities of my district, there wasn't a single detox bed because it had been cut by Governor Romney. There wasn't a single treatment bed because it had been cut over time. There were no services simply because we decided that prisons were the best way to go for addiction. It was stupid, it was careless, and it was cruel to the people that needed simply treatment. I say we should have treatment on demand. If we have prison on demand, why not have treatment on demand? Governor Patrick listened. There'll be 72 beds within the next 4 or 5 months that are coming to Franklin County. 36 for detox and 36 for stabilization. That's important. That's going to help us as a community give people that chance at recovery, that chance to turn around their life. And we owe it to them, and we owe it to ourselves to keep fighting for that. And that's not enough. Because that's what we're going to be as a community. We're going to be challenged to take care of those folks after they leave that 14 or 30 days of sobriety. We're going to be challenged to create halfway and three-quarter houses in our communities. And it's going to be uncomfortable for our communities because we're going to have to accept them back and treat them with dignity and respect and as our neighbors.
Greenfield Chief of Police Haig was also there and talked about how his department works hand in hand with the DA's office.
We have to uphold the law, we have to uphold justice, but we also, on our level now, have to look at a little bit more why it's happening, why are people committing or recommitting crimes when they're coming out, what's the story behind it. You know, that was something years ago you didn't really think about. You just put handcuffs on somebody, put them in the back of the car, sent them to the jail and forgot about them. And then yet we'll see again in a month, you know, when they get out in 30 days. And we'll do it all over again. That's just not the way we can think anymore. That's not the way this district attorney thinks. This district attorney is, we really appreciate the communication that District Attorney Sullivan gives us, because he wants as much information from us as we want from him. And I think that's the only way that you can stop that circle. You know, he has to know why these are happening, and we have to know what he's doing about it on his end. And I think that connection is really good. So we're very excited about the fact he's here for another term and hopefully longer, because there's a lot of positive that's going on here with Franklin County and following his lead.
To watch a full version of District Attorney Dave Sullivan's swearing in and speech, check back with GCTV.org.
The way we treat each other at the dinner table, on the street, in a classroom, or in the workplace sets the tone for a just and compassionate society. Our journey for justice is one which must engage each of us. It is an honor to share this great journey for justice with you. Thank you, and God bless you.